and thanks for watching Local on 2 on this Tuesday, Wild Tuesday, I should say. The Nashville Zoo is here with a very special guest. I'm Laura Schweizer, and I am ready to live out my Britney Spears fantasy right now, thanks to this beautiful python. Let's hope she's friendly, which she is. Okay, so we're here with Jim Bartu, Madison, and Arlie to talk about Zoolumination, which seems to be on every billboard around town. But we gotta talk about this beautiful lady right here, Sasha, 95-pound beauty.
Sasha is about 7 years old, and she lives behind the scenes as one of our ambassador animals. So she loves to come out for special educational purposes around the zoo. We bring her out to special events like this. And she is living and thriving.
I mean, I can tell. How does an animal get chosen as an ambassador animal?
Yeah, so it could be for a few different reasons. Oftentimes, animals become ambassadors because they are serving like a breeding purpose. So if their numbers are not doing so hot in the wild, lots of facilities and zoos will have what's called an SSP, or a species survival plan. So it is a breeding program. Or they could also become ambassadors for educational purposes. So they will oftentimes go for outreach programs. They'll go to schools, libraries, retirement homes, things like that, just to kind of teach people about their species.
Okay, my producer is asking if Sasha will go to a retirement home.
I'm sure she'll make lots of folks happy there.
Yeah, why not?
Yes.
Why not?
She would.
Will she be at Zoolumination? Because we've got to talk about that next.
Yeah, so seeing a snake like this, you probably don't think that you're going to see a snake out in the cold weather, but our unseen new world is actually open, which is where most of our reptiles live. Ooh. So you can see we do have another Burmese python in there, and we have an anaconda. Ooh. So you can see very similar snakes. Like
okay.
Right. Yeah, and I think what's important to note is when you go in to see this Burmese python in the unseen new world, you're not going to see a yellow one because this one is special.
Yeah, she has a condition called amelanism. So it's essentially just the lack of dark pigments in her skin. So that's why she's this like butterscotch bright yellow color.
She is so beautiful. Okay, everyone at home, if you haven't seen it, I have seen all the lists of, top family activities to do around Christmas, and Zoolumination is right up there. Explain why, Jim.
Well, it's over 1,000 lanterns, and when we say lanterns, these aren't little lanterns. Some of them are 60 feet high. It's about 3 miles of trails. It is a wonderful evening to spend outside with the family, walking around, seeing all these lanterns, and we have this beautiful ice rink that the Predators brought to us. So we have ice that the Predators have brought unto us an ice skating rink.
Wow.
And so we're inviting everyone out to come and enjoy it.
So many activities to do. What is the highlight?
Well, it's going to be the ice skating is the highlight of the night, but we also have a beautiful Viking ship that you can see out there. There's a lot of people really like the horoscopes. We have horoscopes that are lined up so you can get your picture taken next to the one that year that you're born in. Okay. That's right. Yeah, they have a lot of that. North Pole Village, this time of year, it's the holidays, so we have a beautiful North Pole Village you can walk through. Santa's going to be there, so you can actually visit with Santa up until the 24th.
Okay.
He's got some things to do after that, but but after that, before that, you can certainly come and see him.
Okay, so as we were kind of talking about before, you do a lot of outreach and education, and a lot of people might not know this, but the Nashville Zoo is actually a nonprofit. So explain where these Zoolumination tickets, how it's benefiting the Nashville Zoo and what you're doing with that fund.
Well, we are. We're a 501c3 organization, and we really rely on the support from the community, coming out to these events, becoming a member, buying your tickets, making a donation, contributing to our conservation work. All of that goes to help fund the zoo, bring more things to the community, build and grow, and we are growing all the time. We have a beautiful new leopard exhibit that's going to open up in the spring that we're going to introduce people to. So lots to see and do, but it all starts with support from the community, and Zoolumination is a great excuse to come and do that.
I mean, look at how stunning it is, people. Now back to Sasha, because I have so many questions. Look at that. Do you see how she has those little holes, almost like nostrils on her snout? Is that a snout?
Yeah.
What is that, and what's the deal with the tongue?
Yeah, so those kind of holes, like you were saying, on her face, those are for helping heat sensing. So snakes do a lot of heat sensing to find food and things. And then with that tongue, you might see she'll stick that tongue out every once in a while. That is actually how snakes smell. So they have an organ in the roof of their mouth called a Jacobson's organ, and they'll flick that tongue in and out to rub it against the organ, and that'll take in the senses around them. And that's why also snakes' tongues are forked, so then they can smell in which direction.
In either direction. So interesting. Now, why do snakes shed their skin?
So they shed their skin. It's just kind of like how we shed our skin when we go and get a suntan. Most of the time you'll see snakes actually continuously grow throughout their life, even when they're always growing. When they're little, of course, they grow a lot faster, and so they'll shed a lot more often. But once they get older, they'll shed a little bit more infrequently, and it's just because they need more room for the rest of their body because they'll get a little bit larger.
Sasha is exiting stage right now. Where is she native to?
That's a great question. So she is a Burmese python. These guys are native to Burma, which is in the Southeast Asia. So you can find them there, as well as you can find these guys in the Everglades. They're actually a really big invasive species down there in the Everglades, and that's due to people having those pets no longer take care of them, releasing them in the Everglades, as well as in 1992, Hurricane Andrew actually washed away a Burmese python breeding center that released about 200 of them into the wild, and because it was similar to their native area, they were able to easily adapt and repopulate.
Okay, now not all Burmese pythons are as sweet as Sasha, correct?
Yes.
So if you ever come into contact with another one, steer clear.
Definitely give
Yeah, I
them
would
plenty
say,
of space.
yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
So it's always a good idea with any wild animal. You really just don't want to go and pick
For
it up
sure.
or try to give it a hug or anything.
Or
Like,
a
just
home.
give it space, and you'll be
Especially
fine.
snakes,
Yeah.
I do think they're very heavily misunderstood. People often think that they're just out to get you, out to bite you, but they're actually a lot more afraid of us than we are of them. So it's super important to just give them their space and know that they're not trying to vindictively attack you or bite you. They just want to be left alone.
There was actually a recent study done a few years ago where a scientist, he went around and he took a boot on a stick and pretended to step on venomous snakes. And in that research, he found that only 97% of all the snakes actually tried to run away or hide, and only 3% actually tried to bite. So snakes biting is definitely something you really don't have to worry about unless you are really approaching the snake.
Okay, wow. And see, she doesn't have a rattle on the end, correct?
Nope.
So what they do is constrict around their
Yes.
So
prey?
she'll sit and wait, and then once something comes by, she'll reach out and grab it with her, and she'll bite it, and then she'll wrap around it really tightly.
Okay, very good. Has she ever done that to you guys? I think my colleagues are wondering that right now.
No, not
she's
at
not
all.
done it to us. And even if she had done it to us, we have some other larger snakes that we do carry around with us, and they will wrap around us, but they actually wrap around us more because they think us of as a warm tree rather than actually some food source. Because a good rule of thumb with all snakes is if you see the widest part of her body is about this size, so I'd say small dinner plate size, and that's about the biggest thing that she can eat.
Oh my gosh, she's a lover, not a
Yeah.
fighter.
Oh, definitely.
Believe it or not, I'm actually a little more nervous around our smaller snakes than I am of her.
Okay, take note, people. Everyone. Zoolumination actually runs until February 3rd, I believe.
February 9th. Yeah, that's
okay.
right. And it's every night up through February 5th. So we're talking Christmas Eve, New Year's Day, Christmas Day. We're open that night for Zoolumination.
Oh, I got a little kiss from Sasha. Thank you so much, everyone. See the zoo in a whole new light with more than 1,000 silk lanterns. Here's the schedule, but it runs nightly again through February 9th, and then you can catch it Thursday through the weekend starting January 9th. Get your tickets now. Please check their website because I definitely butchered that exit tease. Thank you so much.